So the CXC question 1. So what we're gonna do here first, we're gonna change to improper fraction. So we have 2 5s 10 and 1 11 over 2 divided by 3 3 is 9 and 2 is 11 over 3 plus 5 times 1 is 5 plus 4 is 9 over 5. Then we're gonna do the division part. So we're gonna have 11 over 2. I'm gonna flip this part, so we get times, the division sign changes to multiplication. So we have 3, we're gonna flip that, 3 over 11 plus 9 over 5. Next, we can cancel out here. So we have 11 into itself 1, into itself 1. So that gives us 3 over 2 plus 9 over 5. Next, what we're going to do, we're going to find the LCM of 2 and 5, and that's 10. So 2 into 10 goes 5. We're going to multiply the top by 5, the bottom by 5. So 3, 5, that's 15 plus 5 into 10 goes 2, and 2 times, we're going to multiply the 2 by the 5. So 2 5 is 10, and 2 times 9 is 18. That's equal, so we're going to add them. I'm going to get 33 over 10, and that can be broken down to 3 and 3 over 10. So that's it for that question. Okay, so this is the next question. So what we do first, we change the top to improper fractions. So we have 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7 over 2 times 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5 over 3. And then we multiply straight across because there is nothing that can be cancelled. So we say 7 times 5 is 35 and 3 times 2 is 6. That's 35 over 6 divided by the 4 and 1/5. Then we change the 4 and 1/5 to improper fraction. We get 5 4 is 20 plus 1, that's 21 over 5. Then we're gonna need to multiply. So we're gonna change the division sign to multiplication sign, and when we do that, we have to flip. So next we're gonna simplify. We're gonna find out which number can simplify. Because you see that we can simplify 35 and the 21. So we can say 7. 7 into 35 goes 5. And then we can say 7 into 21, that goes 3. So we're gonna multiply across. So that's 5 times 5, that's 25 over 18. So that's the answer for that question. Here we have January 2014. So we're gonna start by doing the first bracket by changing this to improper fractions. So we have 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3, that's 7 over 4 minus 1 over 8 plus 5 over 6 divided by 2 over 3. That's 2 over 3. And then the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna need to find the LCM of this bracket. So that will be 8. So that's 8. So 4 into 8 goes 2. So 2 times 7 is 14 minus 1 plus 5 over 6 times, we're gonna flip this, we're gonna get 3 over 2. Remember when we're dividing and we change the sign to multiplication, we have to flip it. So the next thing we have is 13 over 8 plus, we can cancel here, 3 into 3, 1, and 3 into 6 goes 2. So that gives us 5 over 4. Okay, so that's that part. So the next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna have to simplify this. We're gonna need to find the LCM, which we know is 8. So 8 into itself 1, and 13 times 8 is 13. And then by now you're supposed to know to do this. So you're gonna have 4 into 8 goes 2, so 2 4 is 8 plus 2 5 is 10, and 10 plus 18, that's 23 over 8, which we can simplify because we want it into its lowest term. I'm going to put it back into a mixed fraction. So that would be 2 and 7 over 8. Okay, here I have January 2012. The fraction number 1, the question number 1, it says 1 and 3 over 4 all squared divided by 3.5. So what I'm gonna do for this, the square, the bracket here, I'm gonna change it to improper fraction. That's 3 times, no, that's 4 times 1. That's 4 plus 3, that's 7 over 4. And 7 over 4 squared means 7 over 4 times 7 over 4. And then divided by 3.5. So what I'm gonna do in the bracket, I'm gonna multiply across. So that's 7 7, that's 49, and 4 times 4 is 16. And I'm gonna change this part now to an improper fraction, so that gives us divided by 3 2 6 and 1 7 over 2. Then I'm gonna have over 16, change the sign and flip the fractions. So that's 2 over 7. Then what we're gonna do now is simplify. So 7 into itself 1, and 7 into 49 goes 7. 2 into itself 1, and 2, and 2 into 16 goes 8. So then we multiply across and we get 7 over 8. So the answer is 7 over 8. Okay, what we have here is January 2011. We have a fraction over fraction minus 3 over 7. So we're gonna work 2 over 4, 2 and 4 over 9 divided by 4 and 2 over 3, and the answer that we get, we're gonna subtract 3 over 7 from it. So what we'll have now is we're gonna change this to improper fraction. We get 22 over 9 divided by we change this part here to improper fraction, we get 14 over 3 minus 3 over 7. Looks a bit simpler. Yeah. So we have 22 over 9 times, I'm gonna flip it, 3 over 14 minus 3 over 7. And right here we see that we can simplify with 3 into itself 1, and 3 into 9 goes 3, and we can put 2 into 22 goes 11, and 2 into 14 goes 7. Okay, so that leaves us with 11 over 21 minus 3 over 7. The next step is to find the LCM, and that's 21. And 21 into itself 21, so 11 times goes 1. 21 into itself goes 1, so 11 times 1 is 11 minus 7 into 21 goes 3. 3 7 is 21. 3 3 3 is 9. That's 9 equals, gonna work the top, so we're gonna have 11 minus 9, that's 2 over 21. So our answer for that question is 2 over 21. Here we have January 2009. So we're gonna do first is I'm gonna change what is in the bracket to an improper fraction. So that's 3. That's 3 times 4, that's 12, plus 3, that's 15, over 4 divided by 2 and 1/3 minus 5 over 6. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this part here to an improper fraction. So I'll have 15 over 4. That looks like a C, 15 divided by, I'm going to put this part in brackets. So I'm going to have 2 times 3, that's 6, plus 1, 7 over 3 minus 5 over 5 over 6. Then what I'm gonna do next, gonna have 50, gonna write back this over 4 divided by, because we're gonna do now, we're gonna find the LCM, and the LCM is 6. 3 into 6 goes 2, so that's 2 times 7, that's 14. 6 into itself 1, so that's 5 times 1 minus 5. So that's 15 over 4 divided by, so that's 5 minus 14, that's 9 over 6. So we're gonna have now is 15 divided by 4. I'm gonna change the sign and flip it, so that's 6 over 9. And we can simplify, we can say 2 into 4 goes 2, and 2 into 6 goes 3. 3 into 9 goes 3, and 3 into 15 goes 5. So that gives us 3 5s 15, and 2 3s 6. So that's 15 over 6, which can be broken down. So we can say 5, 3 into 15 goes 5, and 3 into 6 goes 2. So that gives us 5 over 2.